What up? This is my 2019 sketchbook that I finished only like a month or two ago, I think. I tried doing this before, but then my freaking dog Abby kept on messing with it, so now I had to rearrange it, and I'm doing it again because she can't stop me. Oh yeah. This is one of my OCs, I made him beginning of freshman year. And as you can see, age 15, I got this only 4 days before my 15th birthday as my present. So, I just put age 15. April 14th, no, I'm dumb, stop. April 4th to August 11th, 2019, like just before school. So that's great. Also, these are like, falling out. Says welcome here with like a drawing that's been corrupted, but this is the first page right when I got it. And then this is it's gonna have a lot of my like OC's original characters from a story I'm writing, so just get ready for that. That says like all the stuff about the characters. You could like stop it and read it if you want, but the name is Miss Jacqueline Salvatore. You might be seeing her every now and then. This I like drawing it a lot in class, so I brought it to class and I showed my friend. So she drew this in her style, and then I drew the same thing in my style, and that was pretty fun. I will go back to older pages because this is what I originally drew on the page, but then I was sad that like there's all this room for all of that, so I drew like little pictures on the side, like the copycat from Billie Eilish. There's my friend. There's drawing of a giant bird from the story and random people. There's random girl, random thing, thumbnail for a song if I ever were to make one, but probably not. Red guy, love that man, freaking great. And I love the story and everything. For my birthday, my friend got me Copic markers, $40 for these. So I'm like, whoa, man, that's a lot. And also, of course, I suck at drawing with markers, but I'll get better, This is the main character's mom in the story. Most of the characters are from that story, so I don't really need to explain what story it's from. But yeah, I used like this card thing to cover up a picture below it, but this is like a frog girls fan art of comics like Lookism, Jace, love him, he's great. And then there's John from Unordinary. Haven't seen that in a while. That's my science teacher. I mean, it's supposed to be, but I suck. Toblerone, Toblier from Prop Hunt. It's great. This is a flower. I was getting better with the markers, the Copics. So I was like learning how to blend and like, everything. That's great. And then this is drawing of my dad. And bro, girl holding her witch hat, because I like drawing witches and wizards and stuff. This is another, it's gonna sound weird because I know it's an animal, but in this story, everybody has familiars, right? So this is the main character's one. Her name is Lotus. This is my favorite drawing out of the whole entire thing, like markers and watercolors. Took me a whole day. This is probably my favorite spread, like most likely, but this is like fan art of Bastard, the comic, like amazing. So this is nice. This is Jin Sion, and then his dad, and then this is from the like music video of Billie Eilish, another Billie Eilish drawing, Game Grumps. I'm trying to learn how to draw them, but that's hard. Ink Pot is the main character's pet, and then Lotus is the octopus, the familiar. Just a normal high school cheerleader. I made the head way too big, which is why I drew this, and I tried pastels, but that sucks. This is thumbnailing, and then this is Game Grumps. This is what I was thumbnailing. My friend wanted me to draw a creepy Jacksepticeye. I never finished it because I don't know how to draw fire. I suck at that. But, you know, I was pretty proud of it. The pose and everything. This is the main character's no, not granddad. I was supposed to say granddad. No, godfather, Sebastian, who kind of looks like my friend. So that's cool. I actually drew him with Prismacolors, the pencils, so those are there. And then this is Jacqueline's love interest from her secret past. So that's her. And then this is Edith Goldhoff, the big character's best friend. Not really sure how to say her name, but that's like her story and everything. Yeah, I like giving them all different background stories, even though I don't know if I'll even talk about them. This is Sean. I will draw him better later on, but this is the main character's love interest. This is, my friend drew this, but every time I show this to somebody, they're like, oh my god, this is my favorite drawing, you know, did you draw this? I'm like, no, this is like the only thing in the sketchbook that I didn't draw, but thank you for that. I'll make sure to tell her. This is like a little tiny library thing. Have you ever seen those that somebody puts in their front lawn and you can just like take a book and bring it back when you're done? I want to do this with my mom, so I sketched it out. And then monster on the side. This is Fated Love, which is this is a story that my mom wants to write. So this is her main character. This is Juliet from Romeo and Juliet, because we were learning about it freshman year. My friend drew this. She's like one of the coolest drawers I know. Woo, woo, woo. Totally average. I don't know what that is. Art class, we were painting, so I did a sketch of paint. Oh, this is another one of the familiars in that thing. But if you don't know the Little Prince or whatever, I did a painting of it, but I had to sketch it out first. And I used Copics, which I was super proud of the shirt right here. Like, yes. The painting's better though, but you know. Other main characters the love interest, she said either as Fated Love or the hybrids. So this is a werewolf witch, the other one was like a fairy vampire. So I don't know how it's supposed to look, but I think I drew him wrong. And then this is another drawing that I think I did with charcoal, because I also got that for my birthday. So I drew what ended up looking like Johnny Cake from The Outsiders, and then just a random face, and a drawing that I think my friend made. This is like a spread of my characters, or at least ones that I wanted to, I had ideas of what they would look like already. So some of these characters are really side characters, but I drew them. These are siblings, and then this dude likes that girl, and they're gonna grow up, get married and everything. That thing. This is the main character. I want to name her Danielle, but shortening her name to Danny is exactly the name of another witch from a comic I read, Hooky. So I'm like, oops, can't do that. But in here, it'll say Danny a lot, because that's what I thought her name was gonna be, but I'll change it. And then this is, I put Danielle, Lotus, and Inkpot. That's familiar, pet. But I'm really proud of this still, even after all this time, This is, I was thinking in this world, oh, there's Lotus, a little tiny baby Lotus, because in this world you can shrink your familiars. But in this world, I was thinking of different bands that could exist and different podcasts. The Poison Pipe is a podcast. This is the girl who runs it, and then it's on her t-shirt. She's a big fan. And then I was trying to figure out what hair color to give her, and then this is a cover of a band that she likes. And then there's a dog. Here I covered over it because my favorite YouTuber, or not, one of my old favorite YouTubers, that's one of his characters. And it says here that I found out that he raped and abused 11 people. What a shitty person. So that's why I covered it up. It's bad memory. I'm actually pretty proud of this eye though. Pretty good. I was trying to figure out these 2 different characters that I had. So I tried drawing them, but like she looked way too young and like I didn't know how he would look yet. And then this, and so I'll draw them later. This is Baby Heath, like the main character's love interest, Sean. That's gonna be his favorite band, which is like a rock band. So that's what you'd see him wearing, like Baby Heath. And then band 3 Tree Sol, it's a different one. Another character, which is the Godfather's love interest. I forgot her name, but her familiar is a horse, apparently. So that would be her. And then just a random girl in Markiplier. My actual favorite YouTuber. You know, at least she didn't do bad stuff. This is my friend. I drew my friend. It's pretty great, but I got everything wrong about her. It does not look like her. And I asked them if they wanted to be in the story, and they said, like, if they wanted to, yeah. Like, if they can be, if I could fit them in. But her familiar would be a dog that, like, turns into a dragon sometimes. These are drawings that my friend made. Not this friend, but, like, a different friend. The same one that drew the shoe, basically. And it says, like, drawings, and then that's my name, Melissa. Melissa's urine, yum, wow. And then she made a different one, Melissa's urine, yum. So I thought that this one looked like less cool, so I said, Mommy doesn't like me as much. And then I think she put Jamal Charles, and then this is the main character in like a dress if she were ever to wear one, which would be pretty rare, you know, even though like her main outfit is a dress but not as fancy. This is what I imagined my old house to look like, old apartment thing, but like as a kid's view. This is Sean, better drawn, you know, Baby Heath. This is what he'd look like now, or like close enough, you know. In this, oh yeah, another one of my favorite spreads. This would be a different teacher because they're all going to school, right? And then this would be my friend that I drew earlier, her like dog dragon. This would be her dragon, right here. And then the little girl and the little boy, I drew them again, but older. So their names is Yan and Connor. And then it's a little drawing of like myself. That's me right there. And then this little girl Yan, she like really likes horror stuff, even though she's like a kid. So this is her favorite character in a show about like investigating murders and stuff, but like animated for kids. I don't know, it's pretty weird, but like cool. This is my favorite comic, or like one of my favorite comics, Oscar Zan. I ended up making a painting out of this in like art class, so that's what that is. This is just some random painting of a girl. If you can't tell, these are watercolors, which I'm like getting better at, and I'm proud. This is a pen drawing that I made at my cousin's house. This is, you know that little girl that I said, like the drawing that I made? And then I'm like, oh look, she looks too young, and then her boyfriend's like not even finished. This is her. Oh yeah, look at her. Ooh, she was supposed to be an adult, so I'm glad that she looks older now and not like a little girl. But she's another character in the story. And then I drew her again, looking what her outfit is, because her familiar is a spider. So, you know, I don't know if I gave her a name, but like her familiar is a spider, so like the back of her dress is made of spider mesh. And then I tried drawing what her boyfriend will look like, but I haven't gotten there yet. And like his backstory is that he's an alien, so this is what he would look like in his alien world before he like moved to Earth, and then this is what he looks like as a human. But you know, I don't even know about that man. I tried drawing him again because his familiar is gonna be a tiny little cat. Like, it's going to be a normal size cat, but he just got to Earth, so he like sucks at making familiars. So like all his like familiar is like really tiny, and that's all he can make. This is like what she would look like. This is what she would look like with coloring. Yeah, that's the word. That would be your familiar spider. I had a drawing of this, of something, but I didn't want to show it, so I just put this instead. Probably gonna be copyrighted from that sticker, but oh well. I just put that there, so if I showed people, they wouldn't see it. So yeah, I drew my friend who drew the flowers earlier, and then some random girl. I was in like a funk, so like these drawings are a little weird, but I was really happy with this. A very good pupper indeed. I noted this Jan. I'll cut out papers and then put them in later on. So this is from January, but like obviously I drew all this like in summer. So, you know. Oh, there's Jacques. There's random people. That would be Anastasia's thing. Like my friend's familiar. That's school thing. You just saw my last name. Whoops. This is how you know how old this is. John Elton's Rocket Man movie just came out, and literally like right after that I drew this because I was so in love. I'm like, heck yeah. And like all his outfits are literally amazing. So I drew this and I was so happy. And then this is stuff from science that I cut out after he gave it back. And I like colored some of it. I was pretty proud. This is from middle school. I accidentally stained it, but it's like my friend drawing this. Thanks, dude. I like this page. This is a very nice page. But in the top of this, I said, 15-year-old Melissa's brain slips out of her own butt as she sucks at science. So instead, she distracts her bored mind with useless drawings. We now go live to our live on location guy Jim. Breaking news. I was supposed to like cut out things and then put them in here, but I was too lazy to. That's a lot of work. So I just ended up drawing. I asked my friend to draw and she said cheese. So I put in cheese with like sexy legs and said, do you want a slice of me, boys? And then I like drew characters from the story, like the murder story. This is a random dude, random green girl, random can guy that looks like he's from the box trolls. You know, stuff like that. Very nice. That's diary stuff. Elton John, my friend, told me to draw him, so I did. Very nice. That's empty. Sketchbook, yay, watercolors. This is when I really start getting into watercolors. So like I'll draw things and then, color them out. Whoa. Oh yeah, I was reading a book and this is the main character. I forgot her name, like Lily or something. This is a page that my friend drew. Very nice. We were on our way to the Manchester Manor. So like on the way home, she was literally drawing this. And I'm not even joking on the side. Very nice. This is, watercolors, very proud. This is Danny. I'll change her name eventually. Just need to figure out what. Bob's Burgers, forgot her name, feel very bad. Sad, but there's Danny again with Edith. Edith? That's how you say her name? Pretty sure. I'll get there. Very proud of this too. This is another person, Miss Redfield, also in the story. My mom said I could paint in her shed, so I was thinking of things to paint. So I'm gonna paint this right here. Homer eating the police dude from Amazing World Gumball, and then a baby like fetus on the toothpick of a like martini or something. I thought that was really funny for some reason. And then I drew Oscar Zanigan. And then I told my mom to draw something. She was like, no, I'm bad at drawing. I'm like, draw anyways. You know, go there. Go ahead. And then I showed her my bad drawings. And then she drew a hat. So I drew a person around that hat and then watercolored it later. I haven't seen the movie that goes along with this. But, you know, I thought that looked really cool. So I did. That's Danny and that's Sean. And then that's Sean's bird, the little bird. But it's like actually 30 feet tall in real life, like in its original size. A lot of stuff. This is all numbers of friends, so I covered it up. I'm trying to cover them up, but some of them might get, you know, out there. You know, some of them already have. This is my friend at church camp. She has to be a mermaid and then have a monkey, even though that doesn't look like one. I drew Shaggy, some random girl, and then some other random girl. I'm actually really proud of that one though. I think I colored that with new watercolors that my friend got me. Blank page. Blankest of pages. Wow. This I drew on the way home from church camp. I was like really proud of this one, so I watercolored it. But the other ones, nope. Nope. This is a song parody thing that I wrote. If you want, you could like pause it and read it. I don't know, but some random guy kind of looks like Ninja. I don't know. I don't know who he is. I don't watch him. This is when I got my Hoo-Hoo markers. So happy. Ooh, I'm so proud. And then this is the first drawing I made. I'm like, ew, why does their skin literally look like a highlighter? Because I used a highlighter. So that's the fun fact of the day. And then I drew this other girl. I'm like, oh wow, I'm actually starting to like these. Oops. Then I drew this, if you remember from the beginning. You know, I tried drawing it again and I'm like, oh, so much easier. I can draw now. Wow. This is the back of it, but like I don't want to cover that over. That's really pretty. And then more who's, you know, I'm really proud and so happy. This is a cat, a bird, my dog buddy. Look at him, he's so cute. Right there, a little devil guy. Octopus, I like drawing octopus. Witches, like a mosquito looking dude. Quack, because I was watching, oh no, I forgot his name. Dang, I can't even remember. There's like a random, whatever that dude is, and then a mansion. And then in the back, I like took drawings that like leaked over and made new drawings out of it. So the body of the cat I made into a mafia dog. Like you could see his little snout, his like ears, and then that's like his body. It's a little mafia dog. And then I used pens. I tried drawing with pens, but it's really hard. So like not the proudest of these, especially that one. But that one I think ugly drawings that I make look really funny and like scary. And I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna cover it up. I like them. It's great. And this is my dog Scouters. Very cute. This is an old story that I wrote. But this is Cranine and I think I named him like Bruno or something. That dude. But like these are my two characters. And a really sad story. I might read it out to you guys. Still thinking on it. You know, working on it. This is random characters. But like, oh, I think this is actually supposed to be Bruno's dad. Now that I think about it. But it's like really sad. I'll get there. A tree at my mom's house. Because she has a couple trees in her backyard and they're really pretty. Drawing of random girls. Random girl with eye camera. The evil stepmother witch thing from Snow White. I actually really like drawing that. That was really cool. And then this is Pepsi symbol if you can't see, but a fat guy wearing it and the American flag. Can you imagine? That's America. That's patriotism right there. I think I used watercolors to cover this up, but it's like a robber. You can see that in the background. I did a self-portrait of me if you wanted to know what I look like. Yeah, really messy hair. And I don't know, I'm just ugly. More pen drawings. See, I like creepy, bad drawings. Nobody else likes them, but I like them. It's great. Love it. I love eyes. Eyes are favorite part. And then a terrible drawing of Garrett Watts, because he's literally the best and so amazing. I love him. He's great. He's great. And then random drawings of people. I blocked out the background for color. Just wanted color. This is one of my other favorite pictures. I mean pages of pictures. If you didn't know, the song from Praxi Players, like one of my favorite artists ever. He made a song called Pico de Gallo. I think Pico de Gallo. I don't know how to say it, but like it's fire. So I drew the little guy on there, and then I drew Praxi around it, and I didn't know it was like a Pokemon or whatever. I drew some like this dude in a robe. I like blushing the heck out of people. I think it's really fun. Another character, Stephanie Valderas. I think I said that name wrong. I don't know. But like those eyebrows really bled beyond belief. But she's another character. She's the main character's teacher in the beginning, the very beginning. Then Rudolph. This is what I took from science class. This is what I was supposed to have earlier. This is all science. So I'll like zoom in. You can see the whole picture right here, but then I'll like zoom in. Okay, flower, like random quotes from there, and then drawings, and then I don't know, but I forgot the angelfish or whatever. I don't know what they're called. Some like miner dude. I like this guy is my favorite. And then really weird eye, a lot of eyes in this class. And then I think it's saying I'm scared, but I put I care, because that's like hella dumb. And then drew this. What did she draw? I don't know what she drew. Oh yeah, she drew this guy. Right. I don't know which one she drew. I think she drew both of these. Yeah, no, she drew both of these. And then I didn't draw any back, I guess. I don't know. I didn't check. And then I drew a lot of these in class because why not? I was really bored. You turn this way. Wow. This is like you can see what section we are on, but like this is, I think I drew myself above my friend. And then this is Oscar Zan. Love that drawing. Random face of a girl. This is my OC's. You know that one? In the front cover. He's in the same universe as these. You know, this one I think is named like a Dot or something. And then this one's named Tap. And I drew all of them, but like all their colors are way wrong. So I redrew them tiny. So that's his original color. This is bad. This is good. But this is Tap. And then this is Ripe. And then this one's Bowl. But his color is once again a bit too purple. It's supposed to be more pink. And then my sister Angie drew this in my sketchbook. And it took me 4 hours to notice that she drew that. So that's amazing. One of my favorite pictures again. I really like the colors on this, so I didn't change anything. The rest of the pages are like falling apart, so I put them here. This is taken from my science class once again. I love drawing in science because it was really hard to pay attention. No offense, but it was. So this is like a fruit looking thing, I think. Like I turned it to make it look like a fruit, but a lot of these are in pencil, and then I colored them later on. This is a bird, squigglies, a creeper. I was really proud of that for the longest time. These are characters from Miss Tomato. I can't remember. It's like a comic. If I remember it later, you know, I'll like write it in the description or something. This is a villain saying ooh woo, a mad ooh woo, and then two people, an eye, a lot of eyes. See if you can't tell. 3 different eyes right here. This like random guy crying, random girl. Her proportions suck. I like this drawing, even though it looks weird. This is True Beauty. Love that comic. A lot of these are comics. A lot of these are fan art. But you know, I'm all for it. This is actually from church camp. I taped it onto here because I didn't, I don't, like, we are allowed to draw in class, which you shouldn't give somebody the right to draw in class, because I did not listen to a thing he said. Like, I was kind of listening, and he said that if we were to draw, we had to draw something having to do with it. So, like, I drew something related to religion, but, like, I just wanted to draw, man. I was just drawing all period. I mean, all church thing. And it was getting really ripped up, so I taped over everything. This is what the whole thing looks like, but I'll like go through it. We were talking about Romans, so I said dope Roman, even though I just drew a dude. It's calling him a Roman. And then there's this guy that I used to like there, but like there's drawings of him. That's my friend that I drew from the side, even though it looks nothing like her. Her bandana and everything. I really like this part right here, because you can see another dope Roman with a scar. That's supposed to be Spider-Man, but that's really not him, guys. It's not. It's an off-brand. There's a drawing of Sick Nasty. And then I like saying that sometimes. This is an angry sunflower about to kill somebody, I guess. I want to paint this on the wall too. And I want to paint this too. This would be funny. It's like a thumb creature. I love it. It's amazing. Okay. So just keep that in there. Science class, and then drawings. With the hoo-hoos. Another guy in a robe. I like drawing that art style. And then some random guy, highlight. He kind of looks like, because I was watching The Handmaid's Tale, so he kind of looks like I was going for that guy, but it looks really nothing like him. The Day Will Come is like a documentary show thing. It's really sad, but I think you guys should watch it. And this is Eric's little brother, because he wants to be an astronaut. Tiny drawings, they're really tiny. This is like Eric, I can't remember his name, but it's like Eric's little brother going up to the thing, and then like, oh look, there's the moon, don't jump, you know, stuff like that. Tiniest flower you've ever did see. Shadow creature, that's scary. This is actual coloring, like this is the right coloring of Bull, I think his name was, the OC. Oh yeah, okay, these were my drawings of the like scary things that I showed her. I don't know what to call them. Angelfish, I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. And then I drew an angelfish as a person. Ooh, she's hot. It says, hey boys. This is great. I love not paying attention in class. It's the best. And then this is, I got in like a phase of drawing people in like bunny heads, just bunnies. I don't know why. It's literally just bunnies. But I drew a hand. That's really bad. It's really bad. But like, you know, it's fine. And then there's a girl standing as a bunny like, hey, look at me. And then this one's really bad. But it's like a girl that's like an angel, I guess. Girl with angel wings. Like I said, bunny phase. I think, oh yeah, okay. Because in the like murder show, they needed a bad guy, obviously. Or like a villain. So this would be the villain. Because like, you know, animal things in that show. So I tried drawing this as the villain. This is actually the second time I ended up drawing him. The first time, this is like, oh, it got water damaged, so it's really bad. And then I'll show you drawings on the back. This is actually out of order because page below this is actually the first drawing I had of it. I don't know what I was supposed to be drawing here. It's really bad. This is actually the first drawing I made of him. This one. And I showed, and he has the same weapon, but like I showed my mom. She was like, I don't like how human it looks. And I'm like, yeah, like the skin color is way too humanish. So I made it like more yellow. And that's why he's like reddish. So it doesn't look as human, you know? And then there's a hand with an eye. But like, I like his design now. That's really pretty though. I think it's like just watercolors maybe, but it got wet and everything got ruined. I was so sad. But it's fine, you know. This is, it got ripped, but it's Zombie from the Cranberries. I love that song. It's the best. Even though I barely even know anything about it, this is another really good page. Right there. And then there's High, because my sister drew High. And then a really creepy guy. I don't know, I can't remember who drew this. Oh yeah, my sister drew the pizza, and then I drew the guy around it. And my brother's like, what do you do? That's weird. And I'm like, you know what? Shut up. Shut up. I drew a girl and then sunflower with hands. I tried drawing the girl with the sunflower, but then her like arms would be huge. And I'm like, nope, just hands. No girl next to it. Bird, fat bird. A girl with bleeding eyes. Swimsuit. I don't know. This I'm really proud of. Oh yeah, because like I like drawing things around because I didn't want to ruin this or this, so like I drew around it, and it ended up being like this really creepy alien dude. I don't even know. Don't ask me what my brain is because I won't be able to answer. This is really scars because this is when I started getting in that funk again. You know, that spunky funk. So it's I got my sister to draw. All she did was this. I'm like, okay, that's drawing, I guess. This is a hand holding a key. All these are gonna be really bad, by the way. This is a face with a really tiny hand next to it. This is some random alien girl. I tried drawing someone in that style and I actually liked it. I'm like, oh wow, that's a pretty good style. And then there's a dog, like woof. There's a random person with weird hair, because I like weird hair. It's great. I like the squigglies I put behind him. I should do that more. This is like a really sad guy. I don't know what happened to him. And then I drew like the Say-Psych right now last night at Christmas Valley where my mom lives. So I started drawing things that I saw around me as the sunset went down. The girl on this side, you could like see her sketch on the other side. So I drew a guy version. It's pretty cool. Same squiggly though. As I said, I started drawing things that I saw around me. And this little desert rat, little guy man, this man, have you seen this man? He's on the truck of my stepdad, and I'm like, I cannot not draw this. So my mom was yelling at me, telling me to get in. She's like, get in right now. And I was drawing this in like 30 seconds. Like, hold on, I need to draw this first. And I'm really proud considering I have like literally 1.5 minutes. And then I like hecka fast wrote Desert Rat to the point where I said it wrong. I went to Hearst Castle and I got this pen, Sasha. I thought it'd be funny if I named it Sasha, because I wanted it to be a guy, but then my friend said Sasha, and I'm like, oh, that's his name now. That's his name. I asked my mom to draw something right before I was gonna go on the plane, so she said, there's a cat, love you, Mom. and then I drew a bird and a slinky. That's supposed to be a slinky, by the way. I don't know if you can tell. I drew this in Washington. Get that. Oh yeah, because they put me in a room since I was a kid. So I was in the room for like an hour or two, 3 hours, I think. So they were playing Dumbo, and they had rainbow like pencils. So I drew this. Then this is an old teacher that I drew. That's a girl that I saw, and I drew her too. These are things that I want to paint on the wall, like the Ghost of Christmas Present, and then the Thing 1 and Thing 2, and then It Is Forbidden to Dog, which you can guess what's happening in that picture. This lady on the plane, I saw what she was drawing and it was really cool, so I drew it in my style, and she really liked it, and that was fun. And random drawings. I used this thing that bled through, and I drew a guy, and then a really weird lady. I don't know what's happening with her. She needs help. I don't know what this is. It's like a shark hand. I don't remember drawing that at all. Last page. The Leaferson from Doodle Date, favorite art channel, 10 out of 10, would recommend. You know, these are one of their things. It's really old. Oh yeah, I saw this like animation thing for like kids that are being bad, and like this guy starts cutting out their tongues. I'll cut out your tongue, and so I drew that. I drew this like after August 11th, cause like I found that I had an empty page, so I just drew as fast as I could. There's a witch girl, and then a different version of Baby Heath, and then some random guy. I'm wearing that shirt. He's a model wearing a shirt. I drew myself again saying, thanks broskies for checking my first sketchbook. And then there's a webtoon shirt, because that's where all the comics are. If you didn't know, they're in there. But like, there's me. Oh yeah, I don't look any better. At all. But yeah, there's my mess of a sketchbook. That's basically it. All of this in like 3 months maybe, I think. I don't know how many months. Bye.